Hello, children, and all the parents watching this video, and hope you all are safe at home. So, today we are going to discuss Class 7, Lesson 1, Part 2 Tracing Changes Through a Thousand Years.
Today we will continue our chapter Tracing Changes Over Thousands Years. In this chapter we learned about the cartographer who showed the India in their map in the 1154 Common Era. The Al-Dirisi who has come with this map where he has shown the India upside down, and then the French geographer who came after the 600 years after the Al-Dirisi, the Guillaume d'Ezel, in the 1720s, he explained the map. He explained the Indian subcontinent in the way that it is similar to the present map. Then we learned about the old and new terminologies where we learned that the historians, the historical records are exist in the various languages, and and it has changed over a period. The word Persian is not different, changes according to the vocabulary and the grammar, but because of the meaning that has been changed over a time. Then we learned the historians and their resources, where the historians use different type of resources to know about our past and to do the study of to know the information about our past. So what they did, they used some resources like coins, inscriptions, architecture and textual records. Then you will notice that there is the continuity of the resources used by the historians to know about our past. Historians, they to tell about the information, they used to write the manuscript, and manuscript is a handwritten records. Okay, so they used the paper to write the information they get from these resources. So the paper becomes cheaper and widely, and the paper is also called the textual records. So the people used paper to write the holy texts, and the holy text means the people at that time were they had a very firm belief towards the God, and they worshipped the God, and they had made the many temples and so many worshipping places for them. Then the chronicles of ruler were written. The chronicles of the rulers were written. In this, the chronicler, for example, the Minhaj-e-Siraj, he wrote a chronicle in 13th century, in which he named the place Haryana and Punjab, and the land that comes between the Ganga and Yamuna is also called the Delhi Sultanate, and he wrote about the Delhi Sultanate and its ruler. And then the late letters and teaching of saints and petitions and judicial records were written. The teachings of saints like Kabir Das Vani and the petitions, it is a document that was signed by the people to ask the government to change. And the judicial records means the justice at that time, who was taken, adjusted, and what was the punishment was given to the prisoner. And this all become the sources of history for historians. This all means papers, coins, inscriptions, manuscripts. This all become the sources of history for historians to know about our past. So then the question arises, but how it was circulated? It was because there was no printing press. Then how it passed from one person to another? It is because of manuscripts. Manuscripts were written by scribes. Manuscripts are the handwritten books usually collected by wealthy people, rulers, monasteries and temples. They were kept in library or archives. Manuscripts are handwritten records. It is copied. These manuscripts are copied by the scribes, and these manuscripts are kept in library or archives. Archives is a place where the official documents are kept. For example, our government also have some archives where the government keep the official records and the document. Then scribes. What are scribes? Scribes, excellent copywriters. Scribes are called excellent copywriters. They copy the manuscript. They copied the manuscript by their hand. And copying the manuscript is not that easy that it seems. For example, have you ever taken the copy of your friend to do your homework? Have you ever copied the homework from your friend's notebook? It will be not easy for you because sometimes the written, whatever is written, it cannot be that clear, and what you do, you are forced to guess what is written, and the smaller mistakes sometimes become a huge mistake. Same things happen with the manuscript as well. The scribes, when they written the manuscript, when they copied the manuscript and by their hand, they did some mistake, and over the period, the mistakes extended, and the meaning of the sentence, meaning of the word were changed from that period to this period. Then what happened? And these scribes were hired by the king. Then what happened? The historian's problem. Then the problems were with the copying of these manuscripts were that all medieval documents were manuscripts, no printing press. It means all the documents were manuscript, that is copied by hand. It means there will be some change. Later, historians had to check these documents with other resources. Later, the historians, they have to check they have to take so many sources to correct, there are so many sources to take to clear the history, whatever they have taken from past, it is true or not. Scribes copied original documents at their own language. These scribes done when they copied the manuscript from the original one, then they added their language in the manuscript, in that exchange one, and then the meaning of the sentence and meaning of the word has been changed. Some texts became substantially different from one another, as I have told that when they copied the original documents from the to the copies one, what they did lots of mistakes. Whenever the place where they cannot understand the what is written, so what they did changes, and these changes are different from one another. These were the problems that the historians faced to learn about our past. And there was one more problem, that the author revised their chronicle at different times. The author, they write their chronicles in different times, in different years, as they were all written by hand. So they create some confusion. Like for example, Ziauddin Barni in 14th century, he wrote his first chronicle in 1356, and another version was written in 2 years later. What was happened? Both were different from each other because they were written in different period, as this was written in 1356. So this version, as it was written 2 years later, means it would have written in 1358. Okay, so what happened? But historians did not know about the existence of the first version until 1960s, because the both were different according to the social and the religious and all the things. They both were different from each other. So according to the historians, the first chronicle in 1956 was written by another writer, and another version was written 2 years later in 1358. It means it was written by the Ziauddin Barni. So they did not know the existence of first chronicle in 1350. It was written in 1350 until the 1960s.
Till then, take care of yourself, stay happy, stay safe. And thanks for watching. Please, for more videos, like and share.